Joyhdae.
Ryan. Virgo season.
Okay. I have something special for you and the audience that's listening and watching.
Okay.
I put my
Okay.
crown on because we about to get serious. Ready?
Here we go. Here we go. I'm scared.
New episode dropped and we know y'all can't wait. It's our Virgo-Versary. A Virgo-Versary. Hey, hey. The
We did.
first thing we'll do is cut up with you. It's our Virgo-Versary.
Oh.
Hey, Virgo-Versary. It's our Virgo-Versary. I'm not done yet. Hey, it's our Virgo-Versary. Hey, made for you and me. Hey, hey, we're 3 years deep in and Ryan's still wildin'. It's our Virgo-Versary.
Ryan.
Hey,
Oh,
it's
Ryan.
our Virgo-Versary.
What's happening
Hey,
right now?
they say I be lying, but Bakari slid in. It's our Virgo-Versary. Hey, it's our Virgo-Versary. It's our Virgo-Versary. We almost done. Hey, 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 y'all still tuning in. A win is a win. It's our Virgo-Versary.
My God.
Virgo-Versary. It's our Virgo-Versary. Yeah. It's our Virgo-Versary. Y'all are welcome.
We did not plan this at all, and thank you for coming. And that was the episode, guys. See you next week. Cause like what dog? Like what was that? But I mean, okay.
Y'all are welcome.
Yes, it is our 3-year. Can you believe it? 3-year anniversary.
I actually cannot believe it.
It is crazy.
It is wild. We are on year 3 of Virgo season. So of course, like we always do, we got to make sure that we shout out everybody that has been listening to us from day one.
Yes.
To those who have joined us along the way.
Yes.
We like to refer to y'all as our family. We appreciate y'all because if it wasn't for y'all, I mean, we would probably still be doing it, but just like
nobody will be listening.
Nobody will be listening.
Or watching or however you choose to consume what. Yeah.
We appreciate y'all tuning in and joining us for Ryan's mayhem because he's still out of pocket and out of order. And, you know.
Y'all come back to that at the end of this episode because I am pretty sure that sentiment will change. It don't take much. She off her rocker. All right.
But one thing I will say, I bet you right now one of y'all is saying it's our Virgo-Versary in y'all heads. I already know. Y'all are welcome. Y'all are welcome.
All right. For the few gentlemen that partake in this show, y'all already know I'm a Knicks fan, big Knicks fan. I don't know. You might have to take my Knicks card away from me. I don't know what possessed me to look up Jalen Brunson's birthday this week. But your boy is a Virgo. And listen. We talking about the Knicks has been the best that they've been in decades. And why? Because our captain is a Virgo. I mean,
what's his birthday?
What else? August 31st.
Oh, he's an end of year Virgo. End of August Virgo.
Anyway, that's not important whatsoever. I just thought I'd mention it.
Shout out to Jalen.
How you been?
I just came back from sunny California.
Oh, yes, we saw.
A time was had.
Mm-hmm.
The fashions was fashioning at least 2 out of the 3 8 million outfits that I planned hit the way that I wanted them to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Your girl realized that I can no longer shop the size that I'm accustomed to shopping, so I got to be mindful of that.
I told you, but you don't want to listen to me because I'm the dumb one, right? I'm the dumb one. Obviously, if you lose weight, you got to buy clothes that fit. I mean, that's just me, but you know.
First of all, okay.
First of all, what?
Don't be getting on here acting like we ain't come up with a solution. I am tailoring some other things, but I did purchase some items that fit when I purchased them. But in the time that I had purchased, they did.
No, they didn't.
I promise
you like to buy clothes for like Saskatchewan or like Sasquatch or whatever they call it. Like you think you're like 6'8". Like I don't get it.
First of all,
it don't make sense.
Don't be telling my business. Okay, that's first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I did have a great time. Shout out to my girl Kathleen and her friends. I met some of her great friends out there, and they're always
Nice.
kind to me.
Shout out to Kathleen.
My girl. How are
Yep.
you? How's
I'm
your week?
good. I'm good. I was quite salty because I too was supposed to be on the left coast and I didn't make that trip happen this year. So I'm pretty sad, and that's kind of why I brought up Jalen Brunson, because I was in my feelings about my Knicks, about my Knicks. But I had a pretty decent week. Same old. But I did go kind of hard in the gym this week. So I
Ow.
mean, the core is on fire. The core, I'm gonna tell you, the core is on fire. And what I will say, if this core that's on fire doesn't come together and look like this core been on fire all year by the summertime, we're gonna have some problems. We're gonna have some problems. That's all I gotta say. But I'm in the
Um,
gym. I'm in there.
in the same vein of that, people have noticed that I'm losing weight, and they think that that means that I will be outside. Let me be clear. There are
Yes.
people outside.
Mm,
I will remain indoors,
mm,
acting a fool in my house. Outside is not seeing me.
that's
There's the
ridiculous.
Beyonce concert. Then there's our
We in
20-year
there.
reunion for my college years, which wild times. After
Oh,
those two events, outside is not seeing me again.
so, I mean, I guess I was supposed to give you a follow-up question for when you came back from the left
Mhm,
coast.
mhm,
Did
mhm,
you come back with a man? Because that's what you said you was gonna do. You was gonna talk to people, you was gonna meet people, you was gonna hand out business cards, you was gonna get information. The person was gonna talk to you about what they do, and you was
mhm,
gonna be like, "No, but would you like to teach me?" Or whatever
mhm,
you said you was gonna do. Did you
mhm,
come back with a
mhm.
man? That's the question we all want to know. Did you come back with a man? Also, did you get your license yet, Jade? Did you get your license?
First of
All
all, it
right,
takes
I'm
time to get your
finished. I'm
license. So let
finished. I'm
us
finished.
let's
I'm
let's
finished.
table that. Okay. Let's leave that alone.
It's been taking some time for you. I mean, it's
Again,
like when?
mind your business.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay, I'll
Did
drink my
I come back
water.
with
No
a man?
worries.
No, I did not come back with a man. Did I talk to plenty of men? Yes. Yes,
In
I
what way? In what way did you talk to these
in a
men?
plethora of ways. There was some light flirting. There was some just regular old. I have to practice my skills. I haven't flirted in quite some time. Do you
Was
know what I mean?
Kathleen with you?
They've separated Kathleen and I during the conference because we don't do well when handsome men approach our table and we're sitting together.
Uh, uh,
But we
mm,
can ask Kathleen. I was nice to people. I was approachable. I was smiling. I
mm,
was very much not giving, why are you talking to me? I take care of myself. Leave me alone. I was
uh,
very much in my hey
yeah.
guys bag. So
Yeah, you gotta attract them first before you give them the dominatrix. So yes, this is
first of all, y'all
progress.
know.
This is progress. This is progress.
Now this is wild that you said that because later on I'm gonna share a story that is not gonna help my case, not even a little bit. And that's just
Ah,
wow.
that's great. That is great.
Wow.
But I'm disappointed in you. You're supposed to come back. You were supposed to come back booed up. So
I was, and that was my intention. It truly was, but
you got flued out for no reason.
I
Sad.
truly did. I truly
Very
did get
sad.
flued out for no. Even though I did see a actual robot, and I tried to get video of it, but my chief compliance officer told me shut it down. But like it was an actual legitimate, not a Tesla robot, like an actual humanoid robot at this
So
conference.
what you're telling me is that you gave the robot a lot of your time, a lot of your
No,
focused time,
no,
and you didn't give the human people your
no,
time. That's
no.
what you're saying.
First of all, the robot scared the shit out of me because I went to go grab some food. They had her in the place where you grab food.
Mm,
And I thought it was a person, honestly, having a medical emergency because she was shut down at the time. And you know how
mm,
robots look when they're shut down. So I
mm,
thought, you know.
mm.
And then they woke her up later in the day when I went to go grab some lunch and she was active, moving around and interacting with people. And I said, that is weird.
Gotcha. It's 2025 and we're heading towards strange times. So don't
Mhm.
knock it. Don't knock it.
I wasn't knocking it. She just wasn't going to beat me up. So,
I'll leave that alone. I will leave that alone. Okay. So we have things to do. It's a packed
yes,
episode. It is
yes.
our 3-year anniversary.
Womp,
And
womp, womp. Sorry.
for those that are new, that only came along once we started the video stuff, back in the dizzy, we used to do lots of games, and
Yes.
one of which y'all used to enjoy quite a lot. This or that, this or that, this or that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our Would You Rather segment.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I try to find some interesting ones to see how much I could get you to showcase your ridiculousness to the people. And so we'll see how far we can get with that.
Okay.
Are
Okay.
you are you ready, Jade? Are you
Ready,
ready?
Freddy. Let's go.
All right. This or that. This or that. This or that. We're gonna start off easy, and then
Okay.
we're gonna head towards the end where I got some help from yet
Okay.
another listener this
Oh
week. This
God.
week.
Oh God.
All right. All right. First one. Test the waters or dive in the deep end.
Well, I'm testing the waters. I don't know what's in there.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. It really depends. It depends on if it's a pool or if it's the ocean.
no, I'm testing either one.
I respect the ocean, and I do not rocks with it. But a pool where I can see from the top to the bottom, sure. Let's dive right in, because who got time to be, ooh, that's cold. Ooh,
I'm
that's cold.
testing
Ooh.
because water be playing tricks on your sight and your vision, and you thinking it's deep and it's not deep, and you diving straight in. Catastrophe. Absolutely
Mm,
not. Testing the
mm.
waters first.
All right. Phone in the bathroom or no phone in the bathroom?
Phone in the bathroom. What are we talking about?
It's actually one of the most disgusting things, and I know most people are not doing this. If you're not disinfecting your phone like every 3 minutes, your phone is the most disgusting thing that you
And
have
see,
on you, period.
that is why I
Just
love being a Virgo, because the way me and my Clorox wipes and my phone gets down, we gets down. Okay, all right.
all right. Next one. Sort by price or by rating?
Mm.
Hmm.
See, it depends. Like, did I just come into some money, or am I just
All right.
like?
Just stop it. Stop it. What kind of Virgo are you, Jade? There's only one answer to this. What are you talking about?
It's really not though, because
There is
sometimes
only
it depends. Like, if I'm looking for something specific, then I'm sorting by rating. If I'm not looking, if I'm just all like willy nilly, like, oh, let's just see what like H&M has in stock right now, then I'm sorting by price, because if it's on sale and something cute is on sale, then that's the
uh-huh.
first thing that I want to get.
Uh-huh.
It depends.
I'm a Virgo, and the only answer to this question is sort by price. When you sort by price, you can see what you got, what you're working with. And then once you see what you're working with, then you check the ratings to see if it's worth it. Like, what is wrong with you?
Because if you already go shopping with, like, I shop with what I want in mind already. So if I know what I want already, the price is not necessarily a factor for me, but the rating is,
Oh,
because suppose it doesn't.
I see what it is. I forgot you're rich. I got it. Got it. Got it. Got
Okay,
it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Rich auntie. Forgot.
whatever.
We forgot. We forgot.
Y'all see my dramatic sleeves? I was giving y'all drama this week.
Next one. Next one. Zombies or vampires?
Vampires.
Why?
I am not eating nobody's insides. Like, that's just gross.
But but I'm gonna leave that alone. Vampires. What are vampires eating today?
They're sucking blood.
Oh, so you'd rather?
I'd
Okay.
rather do that. I'm not eating somebody's brain. Like, are we serious right now? That is gross.
Okay. I'm gonna just say it because it's our 3rd-year anniversary. So so what you're saying is you'd rather suck than eat. That's what you're saying.
Yes. Which, if you know me, tracks. So,
Oh
like,
my god. Oh my
should
god,
not be a
Ryan.
surprise to
What
anybody.
is wrong with
Again,
you today?
again,
What is wrong with
before
you
he
today?
even continues, let me just reiterate this line. 3 years deep in, and Ryan still wildin'. That's our
Okay,
Virgo-Versary.
shut up,
Okay,
shut up, shut up.
just
All right,
letting y'all
we'll
know.
see. All right, next one. Funny
Mhm.
story or one-liner?
Give me a funny story.
Hmm. It depends on who's telling me the funny story or the one-liner. Just give me the one-liner so that I could either laugh or not laugh. But if you're gonna tell me a funny story and I devoted all my time and the story is not funny, I'm
That's
really
true.
upset. Really upset.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Because if the
Really
story's
upset.
not funny, I'm definitely hitting you in the solar plexus, because you wasted my time.
Wasting my damn time. All right, next one. Bad breath or
Mhm.
bad odor? Mm,
Oh God, that's a
hmm.
hard one, because
It is.
both of those are horrible choices.
Yeah, yep.
I guess I'm gonna go with bad breath, because in the moment, like, body odor can linger. I feel like. And sometimes when the body odor, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but have you ever been in a space with a houseless person who obviously has not,
And they
and
get
that,
on you, and
and
they get on
it
you. It's
travels
it,
with
it, it
you, and you,
gets on you.
so I'm thinking about those moments, and I would rather just be able to walk away from somebody with
Ooh.
bad breath and forget about it than the
Yeah,
body odor
listen,
that
listen.
lingers.
I
So
be on the swivel and the pivot. I'm
yeah,
tall
yeah,
too, so I
exactly.
could get around the bad breath a little bit. Ask
And
them,
you can
hey,
like distance yourself enough,
I'm having some gum. Would you like a like
like, you
something?
know.
But you can't
So
change the body. You can't give somebody a shower in the middle of the street, like
because
or
even if you
wherever you
say,
at.
"Oh, I have perfume," all the perfume is gonna do is
Oh
mix in
no!
with the body
Oh
odor, and then
no! Oh,
that makes
even
it
worse!
worse.
Even worse!
So
Even worse! All right, sneezing or coughing?
sneezing,
Why?
I don't know, it's cuter.
Is it? Okay.
My grandma used to sneeze, and she used to really be like, "Ah, chew," and then coughing. It always sounds like something's trying to escape your body. Like, give me a sneeze.
I have terrible allergies every single year. This year I've changed my diet a bit, so let's see how that can, help. But sneezing really gets me. Like sometimes it's like so crazy where you can't really do much because you got to wait till that thing passes and all of that stuff.
Same thing
So
with coughing though, because coughing, it be like your tongue start getting on, your throat gets raw, and then you like,
right. Like I do my best to not get too sick during the winter months. And so I don't usually have too much of the coughing stuff going on, but I can't help the allergies. It just happens. So
right.
anyway. All right. Guacamole or salsa? Salsa. Guacamole.
I'm gonna go with guacamole
Why?
because a good guac
Mm-hmm.
is just like
Yes.
life changing. You know what I
Spent
mean? Like,
I spent most of my life hating avocados.
I
Now,
still like avocados, to be honest.
now,
Only form that it is acceptable is in a guacamole. Don't give it to me in any other form.
now you're not giving me any Mexican food without guacamole. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry to tell you. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. Um
I'm good.
comedian in a serious film or a serious actor in a comedy film?
I think I would prefer a serious actor in a comedic film.
Definitely we don't see things the same way because I definitely want a comedian in a serious role for sure. For
You
sure.
know what it is? It's like I feel like Kevin Hart has tried that. Like he did that movie with
He did a damn good job at that. That was probably his best movie
and
ever.
I could not take him seriously,
that was
personally.
that was probably his best movie ever.
It
Uh,
probably was, but I could not take him seriously. But I like when like somebody that I think of as like straight and narrow, like they stretch their chops just a little bit to like because making people laugh to me is like hard, right?
it is.
And like being serious isn't, I mean, maybe it's because I don't know. I prefer serious actors in comedic roles. If
It's
it's a good one.
it's like I think Robin Williams. Like most comedians are like they're troubled people. They're depressed and they have the dark side and all of that stuff. So it's not a stretch for them to turn that smile upside down. And some of them just be really really giving you the business. No, maybe I was thinking if I'm gonna have to use this again later in the episode, but I'll go with it. At the time, one my favorite episode of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air is the
The dad, when
is
his
the dad
dad.
episode. Is that dad episode? At the time, Will Smith was considered to be a comedic actor,
Mhm.
but that episode, like I'm getting chills right now. Like he moved people with that dramatic performance. And so, I mean, I think it's easier to go that way. I don't think many people have the skill for the comedic timing, and a lot of these serious actors might not be able to do the comedy.
That's why I want to see them sweat. But I
Oh
get your
gosh.
point.
Oh gosh, here we go. Silly hats or silly socks?
Silly socks.
Silly socks for me as well. Even though I love my hats, silly socks. Sometimes even if I want to be serious, I just know
You still, yeah,
right
exactly.
under there. There's the silly sock, and maybe more than just the silly
Exactly.
sock. But we'll take that's another story for another
Yo,
time. Another time.
why are you
Uh,
wildin'?
loud neighbors or nosy neighbors?
Nosy.
Wow, we are. we, I'm glad we're asking these questions because I'm learning so much about you.
First
Uh,
of all, because loud neighbors tend to be very inconsiderate, especially at the time when they want to be loud. A nosy neighbor, God forbid something happen and the police gotta come, your neighbor is able to break it down for them one by one and catch the robber. So
I
give
g-
me the nosy neighbor.
I guess, but not for me. I tell y'all all the time. I got the loud ass Dominicans next door, and they be sounding like they be having a time. It be three of them in there, and it sound like a full party full of people with a DJ and everything. Like I like that. That reminds me that I live
Mm-mm.
in Brooklyn, and so it's like I like that. Like the nosy people, like stay out of my business. No, no, no,
I
no,
mean,
no,
see,
no.
but this is the thing. I
Stay
stay
out
to
of my
myself, so
business.
there is no business for you to be in. But I love when you tell me, because I have nosy neighbors and they tell
Uh-huh.
me things. I'm like,
Mm.
hey, at the mailbox, and all of a sudden I'm learning about who said what, that, and the third, and they don't know nothing about me.
Right.
But God forbid something happened. Like, one of my neighbors told me the other day, oh yeah, they was walking around and it was at your door. And I said, she don't want it. And I appreciate that.
Next one, sweating or shivering?
It depends on why I'm shivering, but sweating.
Why would I'm trying to understand why you would be shivering and that would be a
don't
good thing.
don't worry
We
about it.
want to know. The inquiring minds want to know.
Nah, my family listening, and I'm about to tell a story later that like
Inquiring minds want to know, but
don't
like yeah,
don't worry
sweat.
about it.
Yeah, sweating works for me.
I
Yeah.
prefer sweating in
All
most
right.
cases.
Yes, we'll leave it like that. Okay. Uh, group hangout or one-on-one hangout?
I don't like people. I guess I don't honestly. I can't answer that because certain people I enjoy hanging out with one on one, and then certain
Mm,
people I enjoy hanging out with in groups.
right. I mean, but you still need to answer the question, one or the other.
You know what? I'm gonna say, even though I think preferentially I would prefer one on one, I think I'm gonna say group just because I can like kill two birds with one stone or multiple birds with one stone.
I understand the efficiency. My answer is also that, but for different reasons. I definitely was in my depressed mode, for the past few years actually. And as I pull myself out of depression mode, I am forcing myself to wear colors. I'm forcing myself to be places. I'm forcing myself to be in groups, in a group setting and all of that. So, I think that's what I would have to say that I prefer right now, even though deep down, I want substantive conversation with one person, but we'll go with the group setting. All right. Tattoos or piercings?
Oh, see, that's hard for me. This one is genuinely hard for me because I'm a tattoo whore, even though I only have one. I just have not
Mm,
found
mm.
the right artist to like decorate my body.
I feel like I
But
used this in a this or that before. I think I did, but go ahead.
but I am a piercing fiend, and the only reason I don't have more piercing is because Javon has forbid me from piercing anything else.
Mm, gotcha. It's definitely tattoos for me, even though I have none. I will be getting one in my 40th year. Don't know how big or small yet, but yes. And piercings, I only have the two, and I can't imagine any place else I'd put another
I'll
piercing on my
never.
body. So I'm good on
I
that.
have a
I'm
I
good
have a
on
few
that.
places that I would love to pierce, but Javon has told me that I am forbidden, and if I do it, she's going to beat the shit out of me, and I believe her. So,
Oh yeah, Javon. Javon look like she will beat the shit out of you for sure.
so
All right. Plans or surprises?
oh no, plans. Don't surprise me. Please don't surprise me.
You
Please do
see,
not surprise me.
I'm I'm 95% with you on that. However, if I find the right person that knows how to surprise this Virgo, this Virgo that knows most things. Nah, I'm joking. But no, that can figure things out pretty easily. That can pick up on context clues. If I can find that person that can actually do it and do it well, I love a surprise. I love a surprise. So, uh,
That just sounds good and terrible. Like, don't surprise me.
all right.
Please don't.
Girlfriends or guy friends?
Girlfriends.
Mm, mm. If it was a couple years ago, I would probably say girlfriends. But at this point in my life, I don't know how many more female energy people that I could add to my circle. And I said that in that way on purpose. So I have been adding more and more males to my circle, and I'm finding that because I have more discernment in my older age, I can find newer male friends that are not terrible. So it's yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm leaning, but I'm somewhere in the middle of that as well. So all right. These last five are from our good listener Will. These last five. All
Oh
right, all
God.
right, all right, all right. We're gonna start off easy, I
Wait,
think.
before you start, Will told me I would make a great Harriet Winslow.
He told me that too. I was like, you don't want me to tell her that. You gotta tell her that yourself.
And
That's
I appreciate it because he was talking about the acting chops. So Will, I'm gonna let it slide. Because if you would have said I look like Harriet Winslow, then we would have had a
listen,
problem. Just
listen. All
saying
right.
that.
Have the ability to time travel, but only to the past, or the ability to teleport, but only to places you've been before.
That's time travel to the past.
Huh. Huh. I don't know. I wrote this question down and I didn't even think about what my answer would be. Uh, let me see. Huh. Like I don't like to dwell on the past, but I do realize that the past gives you your present and your future, so you have to learn from it in order to not repeat it. So I would be teleport is feeling real good though. Like, you know, I'm like sleepy, but I got to use the bathroom and I just would be like teleport to the bathroom or whatever, like wherever I want to go that I've been before, I could just teleport there. And if I want to add new places, I just go there once. And then from there on, it's added to my library of places. Yeah, yeah, teleport. Yes, yes.
See,
There we
I'm
go. There we
thinking
go. There we
time
go. There we go.
traveling. See, I would choose time traveling to the past because I could then pop up at the hospital in which Donald Trump's mother was giving birth to him and give her
Mm.
a Popeye's
Oh,
biscuit.
well then. Okay. Oh, you're talking about me. All right. Okay. Uh, loudly sing everything you say or dance every time you walk.
Sing loudly every time I gotta speak. That would be ideal.
Oh God.
It's our Virgo-Versary.
Oh,
Hey,
oh man.
Virgo-Versary.
Yeah, I think I would have to go with that, but I hate both of these answers. I think I do. I think I do. All right. Accidentally send a spicy text to your boss or your mom.
My mom. You know why? Because my mother already knows that I'm wildly out of pocket, so it really wouldn't surprise her. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
My
yeah,
boss, I gotta look you in the face on like the next day and
yeah.
like how I gets down.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'd agree. I'd agree there for the same reasons, I think. I have a makeout session that lasts for hours or a mind blowing quickie.
Give me the mind blowing quickie. Yeah.
Yes, because ain't nobody got time for all that.
Like hours are just
Hours, like, we got it. We get it.
that kitty shit. Nah, let's get
Got
down.
it. Good. Got it.
Yeah.
Good.
Right. Like
Yeah. Word. All right. Accidentally send a naughty photo to your parents or accidentally post it on your social media for everyone to see, but you can delete it after 10 minutes.
I mean, neither one of those would bother me.
I mean, at the end of the day, I have like who knows? Who knows? I may be president one day. Look who's there right now. I may be president
There's
one
no
day. So
standards anymore.
there's that too. But
Like,
I feel like I could send it to either one of my parents. They both know what it looks like or have one themselves. So,
honestly,
it is what it is. It is what
neither
it
one
is.
but like neither one of those, like I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm not clutching my
Yeah,
pearls or like, oh my
yeah.
God, at the thought of either one of any one of
Right.
those.
Right, right.
Because my friends are either gonna be like, girl, you are bugging.
R
Again, my mother knows her child. So she would be like, this obviously was not for me.
mm,
Jade, what y'all do? And then I would explain to her, and she'd be like, I don't want to know.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the response. But she would have to get over it. My mother would be like big reactions. She's a Cancer.
She would have a big
She'd
reaction. My
be very
mother's a
big.
Gemini. She would have a big reaction, but my mother also knows her child. So she would also just be like, at the end of it, after she reacted, she'd be like, this is my fault. Like
Oh man. All right. Good. That's it. That was this or that. This or that. This or that. All right.
Since we're talking about shit that's just wildly out of order, I'm gonna need Usher to understand that he's not changing the lyrics to his songs in 2025 and trying to make us all feel like we are part of the Mandela effect. That's not how this is going down. Okay. The song goes, it's 7:00 on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets.
Cruising the streets.
Not know who's in the streets. That don't even make sense, Usher, because you was already in your car. Like, wouldn't you want to know that before you started outside?
Listen, Joyhdae, we don't go outside, but some people go outside and then look for the fun to come to them. You know, they're not going outside with the plans. They like the surprise, you know?
Then you're weird. Because what do you mean?
Oh!
Who's in the streets?
Okay, scratch it. We going back, rewind, this or that. I had one last question to bring to the stage before we leave, before we go. This or that, this or that, this or that.
Now you got to add like a rewind effect, but go ahead.
If I could find one. All right. All right. A lot of our listeners are, a lot of our, what do you call these people? People that watch our show or listen to our show. A lot of them are brand new and they only know the video portion of this. And so I'm going to rewind the question that we had in this or that.
Way back
when we were just audio. Audio.
Okay.
All right. And I need your answer. And I need your answer exactly the same way you said it back then so they could come for you. All right?
Okay. All right.
Okay, great. Sock, shoe, or sock, shoe.
So you made my crown fall off.
Good.
First of all, my answer did not change because it still matters to me. I know y'all be like sock, then shoe.
Yo,
I don't do that.
That is the only way, Joyhdae. That is the only way.
Still depends on what I am wearing. Okay.
You're psycho. You're a psychopath.
Y'all are all weird. It still depends.
Yo.
Sometimes I have on a pair of jeans and I think in my mind, this would look good with this particular sock and this shoe. Am I going to put on both socks and the shoes? No, I'm going to put on a sock and a shoe to see if it's giving what it needs to give. If
You're a serial killer. Serial killer. Who does that, Joyhdae? Who does that?
Me and a lot of other people.
With a sock and a shoe and a whole naked foot. Like, who does that? Who does
me
that?
When I'm trying to figure out what is the best footwear to put on with the shoe.
I done got myself upset again. I don't know why I did this, but I figured the people needed to know how ridiculous you are. All right. That's it. And next week I'm coming for the grits. All right, cool. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Anyway, see now my crown don't want to stay because you done got me all worked up with y'all weird asses. Okay.
Perfect. Next one. What you talking about?
Let's talk about this. So there has been drama on The Breakfast Club, and I honestly couldn't care less because I stopped listening to him many moons ago. But there's a bigger conversation to be had, and I feel like why not have it?
Okay.
So there has been controversy recently surrounding co-host Jess Hilarious and Loren LaRosa. Jess, if y'all don't know, joined The Breakfast Club as a full-time co-host back in February of 2024.
Yeah.
She then, not too soon after, announced that she was pregnant and took maternity leave. She then personally selected Loren LaRosa to fill in during her absence. She's since returned. Loren is still on the job. Listeners have started drawing comparison between the two women. Most famously, Corey Holcomb, who y'all might know as a failed comedian and all-time show. He has been beefing with Jess Hilarious for years now and has basically said that she shouldn't be on the show anymore because Loren is a better co-host than Jess Hilarious is. Jess then got on her Instagram live and aired it out about how she feels and, whatever.
Right.
It all came to a head on the show where first Jess was speaking with Charlamagne and Envy, who were both very dismissive of her emotions and feelings and just being bitch asses per usual. Then they brought in Loren, which didn't really make the situation any better because Loren is also a producer on the show.
Yes, she is.
And I don't know if she meant it to be shady, but she definitely told that girl, I'm a producer and you're my talent. Right then and there, I'm sorry. I'm not even Jess Hilarious's biggest fan. I personally,
We gotta fight.
yeah, because like I don't even like Jess Hilarious because she's transphobic and homophobic and
Oh man.
Islamophobic.
Mm,
But in
all
that
those
instance,
things.
if Jess would have reached across the table and slapped the taste out of Lauren's mouth, I'm not gonna hold you. I would have said, you know what? Warranted. Now,
uh,
I feel for Jess in the simple case that all of this should have happened off air. It's obvious they decided to keep Lauren
yes.
on the air and
Yes.
they did not discuss it with Jess. I personally think there is room for the two of them because Jess tends to do the more gossipy, black shade room type stuff.
Right.
Lauren tends to do the more serious, news oriented, political, well read stuff. Don't like that they're pitting two black women against each other.
That part.
Do think that there's a role for the two of them on the show. They should have just discussed this beforehand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of people to have on a show. Four people. I guess it is what it is. It's still syndicated and everybody gonna listen regardless. You gotta stay ready, so you don't gotta get ready. Uh
Mm-hmm.
it's sad one that women have to do this when it comes to maternity leave and working and like all of that stuff. But also within that same vein, uh Wendy been saying this type of stuff, Wendy Williams. She never put a talent in her seat because that talent could potentially be better than she is at what she is doing. And so to curb that, it was always people that were less entertaining.
Right.
Now, the thing about this is Loren, like you said, does the serious stuff, but Loren is also quite researched
Yeah.
and knows what she's talking about and can come with all of the hard-hitting questions that potentially her co-hosts are not coming with. And
Right.
so for a nationally syndicated show like this, and especially for what they were doing during the election and all of that, they have loads of different types of listeners. And I feel like Loren can do both. Whereas I don't know that Jess can do both.
It's
So
no, you don't know. We can be honest. She can't.
and
We know
so
she can't.
and so they not ready to just give you the reins back and just be like, here you go. We back to a show that is a little less informed than it was before when you were out. So now they're stuck between a rock and a hard place because they like both, but they don't want to, get rid of one. And one is a producer, like you said, and might have a little bit more pull in this situation than the other. So it's sad. It's like you just said she handpicked this woman. She could have handpicked Joe Schmo from the Fifth Flow and hoped that she was worse
Right.
than she was, and she would have came right back, and they would have been, oh my gosh, we couldn't wait for you to come back because Joe Schmo was terrible.
Right.
So
The only thing I disagree with you on is that four people is too much for the show. I definitely think there's a space for the two of them
yeah.
on the show. Honestly, we could get rid of Envy.
Listen, stop the Virgo on Virgo violence, all right? This is our third year
Honestly, I
anniversary.
mean, I was
Third
gonna say
year
Charlemagne, but
anniversary.
I feel like he's like the bigger star power out of
He
him and
is.
Envy. So it's like
He
if you get
is.
rid of him, it's kind of like whatever. Honestly, you could get rid of the Breakfast Club as a whole. But the reason I say it could be the two of them is that I always feel like even when it was Angela Yee, who I thought was just she was mid, but Envy and Charlemagne tend to tag team double up on women. They like to overpower women, right?
Mm.
Like especially whenever
I see
something's
what you're
going
saying.
on.
I see what
So
you're
I
saying.
like the fact that now we got two women, two men, two strong vocal women who are not as weak-minded, in my opinion, as Angela Yee, who could really, in my hopes, would have been to defend each other against Charlemagne and Envy in their little bitch ass ways. But that's just me.
I see that. I could so now I think I could see that show if it's giving that vibe. I think I could see that show and it might be a little bit more interesting And maybe no, I won't. I won't watch or listen. But yes,
Yeah,
I think it's
but
a good. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea.
I
Yeah.
mean, to your point, is I'm still not going to watch or listen, but there's space for both.
Okay. All right.
So for some reason, Megan Good decided that she was going to marry Jonathan Majors for real and not have a lifelong engagement. Why, girl? I don't know what he got on you, but let it go.
I mean,
Allegedly, they got married in a private ceremony on March 18th. His mom officiated the wedding, and her mother was present as a witness. They had their rings engraved in Hawaii.
that's my aunt's
Um,
birthday. Shout out to my aunt Michelle. Happy birthday.
on top of that, right before this news came out, audio had been dropped by Rolling Stone magazine where Jonathan allegedly admitted to strangling his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari, who was the woman that he was convicted of assaulting back in 2023. He is heard saying on the tape, "I've never aggressed a woman. I aggressed you." When Jabari mentions being strangled and pushed, Majors responds, "Yes, all those things are aggressed. Yeah." The audio was not a part of his 2023 trial, and it reignited discussions about his past behavior.
Oh
Now,
man.
I'm going to say this. I don't know what he got on you, Megan, but you don't need Jonathan Majors. There's so
I,
many people that are out there.
I'm just trying to understand. Like we were talking, like I would tell anybody. I will also tell my wife that is a fine ass woman. I'm just letting
And the
y'all
thing
know
about
right
it,
now.
listen, we already know that I don't swing that way. Megan Good has been fine my whole entire life. Okay,
Like
my whole life.
so I'm just trying to understand because y'all y'all was really on this dude just like I talked about Aaron
I
Pierre a couple weeks ago. I just don't understand what
I
y'all be seeing.
I explained it last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. I like my men medium ugly. Okay? It is what it is. I'm not
Man,
gonna lie.
man, oh man, man, oh man.
That's where it
It's
starts for me. You got to be medium ugly, and then you go from medium ugly to fine. Like that's the range for me. I can't do ugly. I can do medium ugly, and then I can do
yeah,
fine. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He's medium ugly, and in his case, it was an instant. It was more about the fact of his overall build. Like he's tall, he's muscular,
I
he can
don't think
act,
he's
he had
tall. I
skill.
honestly don't think he's tall. I don't know how
I
tall he is,
mean,
but I don't think he's tall. But like, it's like
whatever.
whatever, whatever. It's just like
Megan could do better.
yes,
Megan could do better.
I'd
Okay,
say so.
because I don't understand it. Apropos of nothing, Sherri Shepherd, you's a raggedy bitch because
Everybody
you
coming
got
for this lady.
on
Mm-hmm.
you got on your show and acted like a bitter auntie talking about Megan Thee Stallion and how she needs to put more clothes on because young girls look up to her, yada yada yada, and then paraded this convicted abuser on your show and talk about how
Listen,
proud you were of him and how
listen.
far he's come. Is it
Wow,
Uchi Wally or is it one Mike, you
that's right.
Tarzanian built bitch?
Oh.
I can't stand
Stop
women that do
it.
shit like that.
Stop it. I don't know if you meant to say Tarzanian or
I meant
Tasmanian.
Tasmanian built bitch.
But I got it. I got it though.
I was upset in that moment and Tarzanian came out, but y'all knew I meant Tasmanian.
Oh my god.
And I can
Oh,
speak on it because before I
okay.
started losing weight, I was a Tasmanian built bitch too. I've looked
Oh
at my
Jesus.
pictures.
Oh
But
my
let's
god.
be for real. Let's be clear. Megan Thee Stallion and how she dresses should not impact kids. That's what parents are for.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So if parents are letting their children consume Megan Thee Stallion and use her as a role model instead of setting boundaries, take that up with parents, not the actual young woman who is being a young woman and living her best life. She is in her 20s. She's not married. She's nobody's mother. Let that child live. I'm tired of y'all bothering her.
For the 1 or 10 million new listeners that's seeing this for the first time, who is right, her or me? Because who's more crazy, me or her? All right, hit us in the comments.
Since we talking about crazy real
hit us in the
quick,
comments.
We not talking about this man no more, but I will say this. Kanye, you raggedy bitch. I hope Kim takes those kids from you and never gives you custody ever again. I hope the next time you see North is a picture of her getting married and you not being invited to the wedding. You don't need a conservatorship. You need to be on the next space shuttle that Elon Musk sends to Mars by yourself strapped to a seat. Donda is disappointed in you. Matter of fact, Donda probably left this earth because she knew where you was headed and she didn't want to be here to see it. How are you going to get on Blue Ivy's internet and talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce's two youngest children? At least they see their children, sir. I'm sure your kids don't even remember what the fuck you look like. Leave people alone. Stop trying to get attention from us. We don't care, Kanye. We don't like you. Okay, sorry.
So, you done stole my thunder because I literally was gonna cuss people out that keep coming at me talking about when y'all gonna talk about ye who shall not be mentioned. You know what I mean? Like I was ready to just have like a little sidebar closer to the end of the episode talking about stop coming to me asking because I refuse to speak about this person. I don't even know who you're talking about. So if you
Like,
want to know,
genuinely, fuck him. That's the answer.
it's boring now. It's really boring now, and we understand. No, I'm not doing it. You see how you almost baited me? No, fuck him. Next.
So, Eric Adams decided that he wants to be
From one to the next.
And if there's one thing y'all know about me is I can't
Oh,
stand
God.
Eric Adams.
Oh,
But
my
he
God.
reminisced about his past experiences in the Far Rockaway area and mentioned the fact that he had a quote unquote shorty who used to live in Far Rockaway and how he used to hop the train
Oh,
to
God.
get there. And I just
Oh,
wanted to say, because
God.
I'm not going to give him too much of my time because
Oh,
I'm tired of
God.
that boy-headed scallywag. But I want anyone who gets arrested for jumping the turnstile and has an attorney, I need them to save that video. Because if our lovely mayor can remember that he used to do that, it was a part of his childhood experience, then it really
Mhm.
shouldn't be that goddamn bad.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's. I don't understand. Like this dude has raised what $19,000 for his mayoral reelection so far. They're gonna get him up out of here. Rodney's B Shot, who is the black Haitian from Brooklyn, that is the leader of the Brooklyn Democratic Party, has put her all into the Cuomo basket. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if that's gonna pan out either, but like you up out of here. You need Brooklyn and you ain't got it. You don't got it. So
You
um
don't.
like this guy is such a weirdo. Like, sir, no, it's gotta be the drugs. It's gotta be the
It,
drugs.
it's
It's got to
it's
be
the
the
drugs.
drugs,
Because
or
then he
maybe
also admit to like smoking or something too. He just does everything but actually be a mayor.
because like how do you not think about what's coming out of your mouth? Like it doesn't make sense. I get that sometimes us Virgos, the mouth works faster than the brain, but this is a constant thing. So you're doing this on purpose. Like I don't get it.
I don't even know what the least favorite sign of the zodiac is, but that's what Eric Adams is. Stop trying to make him a Virgo.
We
Okay?
came from
Stop.
mad Virgos this week. Jonathan Majors
Stop.
also a Virgo.
Again, I don't know what the least liked sign of the zodiac is, but stop placing these subpar humans on us, okay? Because we don't know them,
Oh
okay?
my God.
Moving right
Wait a
along.
second. Wait a
What
second.
up?
Hold on. I
Not
just
you
want to.
looking up.
I just wanted to double check one thing.
Jess Hilarious nor Loren LaRosa are Virgos.
Oh, I just almost thought that Eric Adams and Jonathan may just shared a birthday, but they don't.
Because
They don't.
I was just going to pass that on to a random month. In news that tickled me, Universal Music Group responded to Drake's defamation lawsuit over Kendrick Lamar's "This Not Like Us," and I just want y'all to
Oh,
know
what a
that
week!
Universal.
What a week!
I just want y'all to know that Universal is sick and tired of Aubrey. Okay, because they responded and basically said, "You're only suing us because you lost, and you have an ego."
Oh, yo, this
That
is your
like
own label. Your own
your
label.
own label tried to say that he did this in order to save face after losing a high profile rap battle
That he provoked
that he provoked.
himself.
Okay? They said UMG also said that Drake
Huh.
himself has used inflammatory language in his own diss tracks.
Mm.
They also highlighted that Drake benefited from their platform to release his own provocative diss tracks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They requested that a federal judge pause discovery proceedings. They said that diss tracks are a form of artistic expression protected under the First Amendment.
That's
They
right.
said that this lawsuit is meritless and misguided, and a misguided effort to heal his ego.
That's right.
Drake's legal team then said that they asserted that millions of listeners interpreted Lamar's lyrics as factual allegations or accusations. I mean, here's the thing though. It wouldn't be that people would be able to interpret it as factual accusations had you not been friends with a 13-year-old Millie Bobby Brown. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Age catching you, but it's
It
okay.
is. You know why? Okay. Because we all know who Bobby Brown is. So I'm like, did I just insert Bobby Brown into this mess? But that little girl, unprovoked, when interviewed, was telling people how you used to text her and ask her about boyfriends and boys and things like that. And you were well into your late 20s, early 30s at that point.
No, it's got to be 30s because Millie Bobby Brown, I believe, is like early 20s, 20, 21,
okay,
22.
So you were in your
20,
30s.
22, something like that.
I know plenty of kids that are relatives to me that I do not ask about boyfriends, girlfriends, or any of those types of situations because I am not a weirdo.
She's 21. She is 21.
So you were definitely in your 30s.
Definitely.
Weirdo. And you were texting with a minor.
Yeah.
This is why people were easy to believe what Kendrick said, because you have left plenty of clues that lets us know that you like women who are younger. Excuse me, I'm not even gonna call them women. You like little girls. You bait little girls, you whatever it is, because there's no reason. I don't care if she was Shirley Temple. There's no reason that at your grown ass age, she should have had your personal number and you was texting her all cute shit.
Right. Yeah.
So go to hell.
Baseless, meritless. He gonna lose regardless if they dismiss it or not. It is what it is. They just trying to save him face and dollars. But it's bad. It's bad. I don't know how he comes back from this. I've said that before and whatever.
I mean, his label really just said a minor into like a bigger microphone at a federal court, basically.
That's like, basically what they said. That is basically what they said. That's right.
That's literally what they said.
That is correct.
Let it go, sir. Let it go. Last but not least, Teyana Taylor has responded to Iman Shumpert and his whatever he got going on over on his end. Before I get into that, Teyana, I need you to stop doing whatever it is you're doing to your face. It's perfect now. Starting to worry me just a little bit. Let's not go too far.
I didn't pay it that close of attention. I
don't know if you put a filter on, if it was like one of those Snapchat filters, but let's not get carried away, sweetness. Okay? All right. She has responded to various allegations and rumors surrounding her divorce from Shumpert. He tried to claim that she tried to put him in jail. She said, I never tried to send him on to jail. I'm still not trying to send him on to jail. She did file a motion to get him to leave her alone so they could both move on and live their lives peacefully. And my girl said, and I quote, because suppose I want to get my back blown out in peace. That I say, I will repeat what I said last time. We would like to see it. Thank you.
Okay, let's stop.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I just think Teyana is so funny. That's all I was gonna say. Go ahead, get your back blown out in peace, I guess.
And she's not wrong. Like, if we're not together, I should be able to do what I want to do and not worry about you. Like, let's move on. They never entered into any settlement when their divorce was finalized in July. She made clear that she walked away with everything that she brought to the relationship. He walked away with everything that he brought to the relationship. So all the cars and properties and things that you guys are hearing about were the things that she had purchased herself. And the things that he got to keep that we did not hear about because, of course, they want to spin the narrative of, Black women taking from Black men. He walked away with. That's the properties, the cars. She said that he leaked confidential divorce information to the media to promote his rap career. She's upset that these stories have surfaced because she was trying to keep it to a minimum. And she also said, and I quote, "I was Teyana Taylor before he was Iman Shumpert." And I said,
that is so wrong on so many levels, but
you know what? When she
I
said
get
that,
it.
I said,
I get it.
yes, Harlem, let them know. Okay, let them know. He has not
Yikes.
responded as of yet, but I really don't want him to, because let's be real, Iman, Taylor got a pen.
See, listen, this is, I guess, my superpower. Again, I tell you, I was raised by Black women. I'm never getting into a public argument with Black women. It's not happening. It's just not happening. I'm not doing it.
Because you know what she finna do? She finna release a video starring Aaron Pierre.
Oh, Lord.
Glistened up, shirtless, because when he hits the gym, that body be bodying. And she's
God.
gonna make Iman want to choke himself, because all you had to do was keep your mouth shut.
I wish them well. I'll leave it like that.
Yeah,
I wish them well.
There go Ryan being the bigger person.
I'm just trying to get past it because I know we got things to do and we got to just move on. And so, speaking of Teyana getting her back blown out, I know you told me you had a story that you didn't want to tell me offline, so I figured I'd like to hear this story now, Joyhdae.
First of all,
while we at it.
And I realized that this story is not going to help my case of innocence, and I'm not naming any names. But I was reminiscing because we are coming up on our 20th year anniversary of our reunion at Tufts University. Shout out to my jumbos. And this may set the group chat on fire, but I'm not naming any names and I'm not outing anybody. If you was there, you was there. Some of y'all may even think this was a fever dream, and I'm letting y'all know that it actually happened. Back in my day, I was a bit of a wild child.
Oh, yeah.
And one day, one of my friends...
Back in the day, huh?
Back in the day. One of my friends liked somebody, and there was not... Campus was dry. Like, there was no parties. The party was getting shut down. The parties was dry. She wanted to spend time with this individual. And so I said... I don't know, it was a bunch of us walking back to, like, our dorm rooms. And I was like, whose roommates aren't here? Because we should have a whipped cream and chocolate syrup party.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
I don't know what led me to say that, but I did. What I still am questioning is why y'all listened to me.
Sounds like an infection to me. Sounds like that.
So somebody had a dorm room that was unattended. So there was probably about, I don't know, 10 to 12 of us. I know there was enough men and women. It was even. The numbers was even. We went to someone's dorm room, and a whipped cream and chocolate syrup party commenced.
An orgy, but your name ain't Yvonne. Look at that.
Yeah. But now, while this may have been an orgy of the licking substances off of people's bodies variety, no penetration took place in that space. Now, what y'all did once y'all left, I don't know. But I will say y'all are welcome, because a time was had. Some of y'all left with lots of smiles on your faces. I saw all tea. And I say that to say that is why I am not as wild as I am now, because when I am left to my own devices, these are the things that I come up with.
You see, I think that was a slip, because you flipped it. You said you're not as wild as you are now. So that means you're
I'm not
wilder.
as wild.
You're
no.
You're
Let me
now.
amend. I'm not as wild as I used to be.
Like I said, dominatrix.
But shout out to the class of 2005, because
well then,
I don't know why y'all let me do that. I don't know why y'all let me convince y'all to do that. And I'm not naming no names because I don't want, but y'all know, if y'all were there, y'all know. If y'all thought it was a fever dream, it wasn't. It happened.
Okay.
And I probably just struck a memory.
That's it. Well then.
Hi, family. That's what I was doing in college.
Good for you. I would have taken that to the grave, but Good for you.
It was fun times.
Good for you.
All right. We learn, we experience.
So before we go, I had mentioned, I think I don't know how many months ago, that this was something that I was trying to do on a regular basis, and here we are again, months down the line. What's in your up next? That's what I'm calling this. What's in your up next? I want to know a recommendation, TV show, movie, music, and a podcast. I'll let you
Okay.
go first.
Shows Heist 88 starring Courtney B. Vance. Actually really good and enjoyable, as well as Elsbeth. It's quirky. I like
Mm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Movie I'm looking forward to seeing is Sinners, not because it's starring my ex-boyfriend, but because y'all know I love horror, and apropos of nothing, it does consist of vampires, and so we have already known what side I fall on that argument. Music, I am enjoying Kenyon Dixon, Ebony Riley, Ambre, excuse me, Dochi, Flo Milli.
Okay. Okay.
Podcast outside of Virgo season show, a podcast that I have been getting into recently is Black Girl Songbook with Danielle Smith, where she tells stories about music. And so it's great for like just black music, history, and vibes. Boom.
Boom. Okay. All right. So, since you've given multiples, I thought we was just doing one, so I came a little
Mm,
prepared. Came a little prepared. So, all right. TV shows that I enjoyed recently. Paradise. Paradise.
that was good. Yeah.
Oh, can't wait for the second season of that. Then we have on Apple TV Plus Surface.
Mm.
Surface is very good, and the second season is underway at the moment, and it's doing the things. I'm enjoying it, and I don't care what you say. A black woman speaking with an English accent is always enticing to me. I don't
Gonna
know
do it
why.
every time.
I
No,
don't know
I get
why.
it.
Okay. Day of the Jackal. The Day of the Jackal. Eddie Redmayne as an assassin.
That's on Peacock, right?
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Okay. And the second season of Severance. I wouldn't recommend that you watch that first. You need to watch the first season. But quirky, weird, and definitely worth it. All right. Movie. I only have one this time because this is the only thing that I could think of at the time, and it kept ringing in my ears, like hitting me in the forehead. And I was just like, if you have not watched it, you need to go back to the year 2000. This is 25 years ago. Movie still holds up and is very, 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 very good. Memento. Memento.
That is a good movie.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, that was a
It
great
was
movie.
I love movies that make me think and then hit me
Yeah.
with a what at the end. I love that. So I
Yeah.
don't want to give it
Yeah.
away, but it's very, very good. Check it out. Music. Recently I've gotten into, so there's a new show coming to Broadway called the Buena Vista Social Club that
Yes.
is all about the highest selling Cuban record
Yes.
of all time that brings
Yes.
together all this Cuban music or whatever. I
Yes.
listened to that album. Oh my God, Jade. Like the goosebumps. Like I love music that gives me goosebumps. And so it
Right.
amazes like it's so good. It was so well done. And what I realized is that the diaspora, like y'all can't tell us nothing about this African blood. Y'all can't
No.
like regardless of where you are in the world, where they put you in this world, the essence of the music is all the same. It's all
All
the
the same.
Oh my
All the
God.
same.
It is too good, too good. Anyway, I'm gonna run through the rest. I've already mentioned this girl, but she's worth mentioning again. Samara Joy, our black
Mm-hmm.
jazz artist of all
Mm-hmm.
time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Her new album, Portrait, is so good. Uh
Mm-hmm.
Janelle Monáe, Age of Pleasure. The Age of Pleasure, still one of my favorites from the last couple years. Very, very
Mm-hmm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Leon Thomas.
Oh yes, I
I
forgot about him.
I know y'all like Mutt. Something about Mutt doesn't sit well with my soul, but vibes
That
don't lie.
title.
Vibes
Yeah,
don't
that's
lie.
a good
I
one.
love vibes don't lie. And Coco Jones, here we go. Oh, God, that girl. Oh, so good. All right. All right. And lastly, podcast. First one, What Now with Trevor Noah. I'm
Okay.
gonna tell y'all right now, I'm a huge fan of Trevor Noah. I just think he's one of our amazing
Thought
like
leaders.
thought leaders right now, and his mind and the way that he presents it is so necessary for today and the time. I just say, just give it a listen. You have Criminal. Criminal is
I don't know why I stopped listening to Criminal.
Phoebe Judge, if for anything, even if you don't listen to true crime, Phoebe Judge, her voice is probably the sexiest voice I've ever heard do a podcast ever. Period. It's so good. Fall asleep to it, whatever it is. It's just Amazing. And used to be on WNYC, but now it's a Slate podcast, That Sex and Money. It's a show about the things we think about a lot, but we don't talk about enough. Anna Sale is the host. She gets really into it with the interviews of people, regular people, famous people, all that. But like her interview skills are just amazing. And I always leave learning something and having a little bit more empathy for people, because I say this all the time. You can't hate people if you know their story. So those are my recommendations.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you call a prostitute with a runny nose?
Oh, I thought we don't say prostitutes anymore.
What do you call a hooker with a runny nose?
Oh man, it's
What
getting
do you
better.
call a sex worker
It's
with a runny nose?
Oh gosh. Oh, what today?
Full.
What'd you say?
Full.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm coming in hot.
I guess I'm not coming in hot because this one is very PG. People don't think grass be wet in the morning, but it do.
First of all,
I wanted to say, but it do be though. But like the
but it
joke
do be
would be,
though.
but it do though.
We would have
Yeah.
we would have gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
None of my jokes are corny. They're all very
They're
out of
all very
pocket.
very good.
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Go for it.
What do gynecologists, because you say we love to tell us a gynecologist
We
joke.
love a gynecologist joke.
What do a gynecologist and pizza drivers have in common?
Oh, 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 oh. I think I know this. I think I
This
know
is
this.
so out of
I think
order.
I know this. Um, they can smell, but they can't taste, or something like that.
They can both smell it all day long, but get fired if they eat it.
Mm. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, imagine a female pirate with a replacement boob.
The crazy thing is, I have this. That is right here. That'd suck, wouldn't tit?
It's wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Wouldn't tit?
Okay, since you got that one, oh my gosh, what do you call a hotel mattress ruined by too much vacation sex?
I saw this one too, Ryan. We've been looking at
Oh,
the
we're looking
same
at the same thing.
places.
We're looking at the same thing.
Spring a break.
Spring break. Okay, what you got?
A chicken and an egg are laying in bed. The chicken is smoking a cigarette, all relaxed. The egg says, "Well, I guess that answers that question."
Woo! That is good. That is very good, Joyhdae. Okay, very good, very good. How does maybe we've told this already? How does a rock pee?
Something with Dwayne Johnson.
It Dwayne's it's Johnson.
Oh, this one is wildly out of order.
Okay.
Why does Helen Keller wear skin tight
Oh
pants?
no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not even gonna try. You're gonna have to do this all by yourself. What you got?
So you can read her lips.
Oh. Remember the beginning of this episode, guys. Remember the beginning. Remember. Okay?
Yo, that would tickle me something bad. Whew.
Oh, God. Did you hear about
Oh my God.
Did you hear about the proctologist whose girlfriend broke it off with him?
That sounds painful.
It absolutely wrecked him. It absolutely wrecked him.
Rectum.
It absolutely wrecked him.
In case you haven't had your coffee yet while you listen to that, that was a butt joke.
Okay.
What did Cinderella say to Prince Charming? This one's kind of corny. And this isn't the gag one.
No, because that was the ball. But what did Cinderella say to Prince Charming? I don't know. What?
Want to see if it fits?
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a pickup. Yo, when I was a teenager, if I only heard that today. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay. All right.
My last one is wild. So this is my last one, and then you can close out because
So then tell your joke.
two priests are out driving one day when they
Mm-hmm.
get pulled over by a police officer. The cop approaches the priest's vehicle and says to the driver, "Sorry to pull you over, Father, but we're looking for a couple of child molesters." The two priests look at each other for a few moments and have a few quiet words to each other. The driver turns back to the cop and says, "All right, officer, we'll do it."
Virgo season show at Gmail. No, Virgo season show.com is the website.
Let Ryan be.
Oh.
My job here is done.
This was our 3-year anniversary,
Yeah.
guys. This don't let us get to 4 because clearly we're gonna be next level. All right. Yeah, that's the website, virgoseasonshow.com. You can find the merch there. You can find the show notes there. And if you feel the urge, you can send us an email at virgoseasonshow@gmail.com.
You can find Ryan at Black Ryan on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna get it right. Maybe by year 4, I'll get it right. Or you can find me at Joyhdae on TikTok and Instagram. And what I should have done first, which is really why Ryan rolled his eyes, is you can find us at Virgo Season Show on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
You would think we just started this show, and we don't do this every single week. Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Lastly, why is it hard to argue with a woman that's not wearing a bra?
I want to say something about valid points.
She's already made 2 great points. Bye. Will, I know you had some jokes, but we don't have time. So next week.
Virgo season!